Hello, my name is Seth and I own Sorrel Insurance and Smarter Solutions Incorporated, where it is our goal to create the best job in America by revolutionizing one of the worst industries, life insurance. And I wanted to talk about this sales system that I have been building or trying to build for the last few years for the life insurance industry. And what prompted this video was a conversation that I had yesterday with another agency owner that reminded me how important, how valuable, and how important this system really can be for this industry. And so it's time to kind of sit down and explain as quickly as I can, or as concisely, succinctly as I can, what we are doing without any notes, because honestly, I just need to get this out here. I have so many videos that I want to make, and I'm a complete perfectionist, and so I try to write down these scripts to make them short and make good clips out of them, but it just is not, it's not all that efficient. And this one has been really eating at my brain, so I just wanted to sit down and explain it. And what I am doing is I have created, and accidentally, I had really no intentions of doing this when I started, but I have created a automated sales system that nurtures leads through educational videos. And a big part of this is generating our own leads. And the generating our own leads part, or generating leads, was the reason that I made a short video of this yesterday, but that's really, I've been thinking about this a lot. And because there are other systems out there that are similar to what we're doing, kind of. What I've done is this system is built on an existing platform, an existing CRM. And what it is you can go in and program this with workflows, notifications, like up the wazoo. It's unbelievable what these programs can do. And you can white label this. And there are multiple other people, other businesses out there doing this, offering text message automations and just this type of stuff. But it's the very basic things as far as just kind of offering just the basic simple things that the system already has. Not really going into it and adding much pizzazz or customizing it or adding more value. And I had a conversation yesterday with an agency owner who is Telesales. He has been in the industry for 10 years. He's owned an agency for 2 years. And just talking with him, it was a good reminder. Good guy. We started our conversation a little rocky on Facebook with a little back and forth about marketing and IULs, and I told him I didn't think he knew anything about finance. So we're good. We had a great conversation. And I was able to just kind of dig in, and he was very helpful and explaining things that he had tried and things that, you know, I should be doing or shouldn't be doing, and disagreements, and was able to talk things out. And one of them is leads. And I made the video yesterday, so I won't try to spend too much time on it, but I am stuck on how important generating leads are. And I've gotten a lot of pushback from other mentors. And granted, these aren't mentors from the industry. And even if they were, I don't think many people in this industry that are doing marketing and generating their own leads. And part of this is the way the industry works right now is people just buy leads and they dial them and they call them over and over and over again. And most of these leads are sold over and over and over to agents. And that's so prevalent in this industry. And one of the comments that really kind of ignited the fire again, talking with this guy, was because I just told him, like, you know, I am building a system to embrace multiple calls, because that's just how sales works. If you look at every other sales industry, 80% of closes come after 5 or more propositions. Just embrace that. And he made a comment. He's like, do you have any idea how hard it is to get these people back on the phone? And that's when I kind of remembered. It's like, yes, I do. When you do it this way, when you buy old leads that have been called so many times, because he also mentioned, you know, do you know how many times these people have been called? And it's like, yeah, I do. It's insanity. It's basically, you know, you're annoying these people to death. And that's why fundamentally I believe this has to start with owning your own leads. I think that's owning your own marketing, generating your own leads. I know that's where the sales process starts. And there are very few marketers that could that can market life insurance because they don't know the niche, they do not know the problems or products, they do not know the solutions, they don't know the pain points, and the problem is most agents don't either. They're just told to dial and dial and dial and annoy people into sales. They don't actually know about solutions. So that was kind of my long ramble intro to the sales system that I am trying to create. And this just started out with me needing some better solutions, as far as I just wanted to be able to keep track of my leads that I purchased from somebody else outside of a giant stack of papers where I just make a tally on the top of people that I have called 3 times. I was like, this is absolute insanity. So I was just looking for a system initially to just hold my leads, because I wanted to be able to call them back. I wanted to be able to make some notes. I wanted to be able to put some reminders in when I could call them after 6 months. That ended up, I did a bunch of research. You can check out the videos that I did a couple years ago where I researched all the solutions. There are a few more now. And I ran into a health insurance agent who told me that they never pick up the phone until the person had told them that they wanted a quote. And when I heard that, that basically stopped me in my tracks, because I was like, that's the entire life insurance industry, is just dialing people, trying to get them to say, I want a quote. So I was like, if you figured this out, if this could be replicated, this would revolutionize the entire freaking industry. That's really when I started my search and ended up on the platform that I did. So what we are basically trying to do with this sales system is you have to control your own leads. So we are generating leads, and I have done this in previous iterations. I have done the marketing. I have paid tons of marketers that have pretty much screwed me over time after time after time again. I'll do an entire other video about my opinions on marketers, but just let's say I don't have high opinions of them. Actually, here's my little quote. I have decided that marketers are just salespeople that have realized you can make more money if you sell your own product. So they have packaged their own BS and called it a marketing package, and they sell that to you without any freaking idea what they're doing, any competency, any ability to deliver. So this is why I think there's so much problem in this industry generating leads, because I think marketers are just as full of shit as life insurance agents, to be totally honest with you. And then they get together and you get the worst marketing imaginable. So this whole thing, if we're going to revolutionize this, has to start with your own leads. And that is, I am dead set on it after what this gentleman said. Because even if nothing else, you don't even need high quality leads, as long as you haven't annoyed them to death. Telesales, I believe you have to embrace good sales principles, which are nurture your clients, give them what they need, listen to them, ask questions, and you're gonna have to ask 5 or more times. And this was the thing, and I appreciate this guy, and this has happened a lot, but when we got into talking about leads, and I told him this was where the discussion was at, because I come from a business standpoint. I don't come from sales. I don't come from life insurance. I come from business operations and finance. And where is your money coming from? And I know how much money people spend on leads, and I know how much money they leave on the table when they only call them and contact them one time. And I was telling this guy that, I was like, you're leaving the vast majority of the money on the table. And he's like, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. There's no denial. There's no nothing about that. So I know that we're on the right path. I know that we're on the right track, but there are a lot of moving pieces here. So this system, which I'm doing a terrible job explaining, this system generates their own leads through a bunch of different marketing campaigns. And I could get into all of the different ones. I probably will in a different video, but I actually am having to develop an entire marketing company to do this, because in order to implement good marketing principles where you're A/B testing and you're running a lot of ads and you're testing different demographics and you're really getting the niches down, I don't think I'm going to be able to find this, not at any reasonable cost anytime soon. And plus, not only that, I don't think I'm going to be able to find a marketer that's going to learn, well, I won't say that. It's just not an option right now to go spend hundreds of thousands of dollars partnering up with somebody. My other option is partnering up with a marketing company, which is on the docket. But I got to get this information out there a little bit first. So the whole first step of the sales system is generating leads, and we can do that through paid ads. I also have developed an organic raffle giveaway where you just let people know what you're doing. It's like, hey, we've developed this new system. We think the industry is rough. We just educate you. We have automated systems with just education. You can opt out whenever. Just let us know what you need. This doesn't have to be this big emotional, torment phone call. I need life insurance. I know it's valuable. Let me think about it a little bit. So generating your own leads at the beginning of this system is imperative. And that actually was a tough realization I had when I first tried to launch this. Everybody's like, yeah, great idea. Where are the leads? And so this system, we generate our own leads, and then we come into, it's a relatively, well, at the time, it's a simple nurturing process. I have recorded educational videos explaining what life insurance is in general, and we have plans to, in the future, for every different niche, every different pain point, every different solution, we will create our own videos tailored to that demographic or whatever it is. But you have leads here that are upfront, honest about what you're doing, or you generate leads through your local business because you have a raffle with these people and a giveaway that says, hey, if you fill out the survey or if you watch this video and give feedback, I'll give you a gift card to this establishment. This establishment will get the revenue from this, and then I get your information to follow up with you and hopefully get a lead and generate a life insurance policy from these things. So we generate leads, we get into these things, and we just nurture them. And we just say, here's the information. Do you want to talk with an agent? Here's a little bit more information. Do you want to book an appointment? And we just basically, because life insurance is not an easy sell. You do have to sell life insurance. It's not bought all the time. This isn't something required. It's not like a boat, something fun. So a lot of times you do have to remind people, kind of get them on there. So that is what this is designed to do, is just give them reminders and nurture them. The other point is nurture them immediately. This is also another big part of the sales system. The moment, and this is another reason why it's important to own your own leads, own your own marketing. The moment these people click on the Facebook ad or whatever it is, says, I want some information, they get an email, they get a text message with that information immediately. Just with the information. Not getting hounded by phone calls. Here is the information you want. Let us know when you want to talk. And then we remind them, hey, you said you wanted some information. Do you want more information? Do you want to talk? That's when you can start engaging the sales process. That's when you can start getting your 1 of 5 propositions. Then you don't have to beat these people up. You can go ahead and call them and say, hey, you wanted some information. Great. Do you want to look at prices? No, not right now. Okay, well, is it okay if I call you in a week or two? No? All right, well, do you know anybody that might be interested? You just start working the leads. You don't have to be a total annoying POS to sell these people this. And the other part of this, so that's a lot of the sales system, but within the sales system as well, for agents and things are out there, this CRM, I explained it kind of from the consumer side, but this CRM, what I have done is what I'm trying to do, and what is the plan, is I have systematized and standardized the whole process so that you can't really screw up. Because if you're an agent, you understand, like, there's kind of a lot of questions you have to ask sometimes. Sometimes you forget, and then you feel really dumb, and you look kind of dumb, going back and being like, hey, yeah, I forgot, what was your dependent's name? Or your beneficiary's name? So I have a system, it's called a pre-qualification survey, where you have to ask all these questions, and it stays in the system. I know. Mind-boggling. But this doesn't exist elsewhere. And of course, this comes with the dialer, so you can triple dial. It comes with your own phone number. You can get your own email. It links to your calendars. It does email follow-ups, all of these nurtures. But the other things, too, with this system, you're scheduling, once you do sell a policy, you're scheduling follow-ups, 6-month, 1-year follow-ups and reviews. And you're getting referrals. Like, these are some of the things that are in here that are not only systematized, they're in the questions that you have to ask. They're in the automations. They're in the text messages afterwards. Hey, did you hear about our referral program? And then the crowning jewel of this, or the idea that I haven't seen a lot of other people, not really the crowning jewel, but my whole concept of this is skip the marketers and just pay the clients the money. So customer acquisition costs. It's going to cost money to get leads, folks. Be upfront and honest with that, and be open with it. Be willing to give these prospects money. if it costs you, I mean, you can make a lot of money in life insurance. People pay like 20, 30, 40 bucks a lead. So just give, if you're open and willing to give other people that money for referrals, they're a lot more open to be like, yeah, okay. Or giving you that information. I mean, now this is my concept. I still have to prove these things out in full force. But I mean, I've gotten overwhelming, um, people are excited on these offers because you're just open and honest with these people. And so like referral programs, there's built-in referral programs that it says, hey, we'll give you a gift card, we'll give you, and you can we can tailor it to the business or the referrals, the referees. But hey, I got $20 in gift cards. I can give you $10 and I can give your referee $10, or you can give them all $20, or you can keep it all. And it's a gift card to Amazon or another place that you like. But these are the things that are built into the system as well. And so the sales system is, my long ramble is, you generate leads, which is, and you can do it in multiple different ways. You can do it organically or you can do paid ads, but you can control them, and then they are nurtured immediately. And then they come into these things with the educational content that these people already want. And you don't have to just annoy them. And there's you don't have to annoy them with calls. You can annoy them with text messages or remind them, and they can opt out. But just being open and honest with these people. And what that allows agents and people to do is you can nurture hundreds, if not thousands, of leads a day without ever calling them, and ideally getting booked appointments. And then you can go back and follow up with the people that you did have text messages that did interact but then fell off. And then once you do talk to these people, you have a system in place where you can embrace the think about it. You can embrace the 5-step, the 5 proposition ideology that works in every other industry of like, you're going to have to ask 5 or more times for these people if they're going to buy insurance. That's okay. The best way to do that is not to be a douchebag and annoy them. And then you can get referrals, because it wasn't an unpleasant process. So that is basically, in a very long ramble and tangents here and there, what my ideas behind the sales system that I have. And obviously this is not a pitch, this is just me thinking about it. It could be done in a much better way. But if any agents or anybody out there is interested in this system or helping me revolutionize this freaking industry, there is so much more to this. This is just the basics of it. This is just the foundations. These are just the systems. This is the new sales process. There is so much more to this on top of training and everything else. But this is the foundation. And I think the foundation even comes farther down to automations, which allows you to really scale and to not go freaking crazy, just dialing all day and getting annoyed, people getting annoyed at you. I think that's also a huge part of this. Controlling your leads, having automations that embraces good sales principles, and then caring about your clients and giving them the best products, which comes with training. So that's basically what the system is. If you're watching this, if you're interested, hopefully you are following the channels, following along. Reach out, make a comment if you are agents interested. If you want to know more, I would be happy to contact you. Stay in contact. I plan on contacting pretty much the entire industry. I plan on owning it all. So sooner or later, I'm hoping to talk to you. If you need life insurance, if you want to go through a no hassles process where I'll just give you a video and talk with a very friendly agent and show you options, because it's really not that hard to just plug in some numbers and look at some quoters, I would be happy to help you in that. So comment, reach out. I don't know where you're going to see this, but somewhere there's going to be some contact information, and I would love to hear from you and hear you. So send me a video also if tickles your fancy. Other than that, I'm going to stop rambling because that was almost 20 minutes and I'm starting to run out of things to say and I don't want to look foolish. So on that note, I will see you guys later. Thank you for your time.